welcome to Days in Flavor. Today I'm going to show you how to make beef olathiyadh, a very popular dish in Kerala. Let's see how to make it.
This is a yummy beef recipe, one of our family favorite. This is also called as beef olathiyadh in Kerala, India. This goes very well with porotta, chapathi and Kappa. If you have meat lovers at home, this recipe will be your family favorite. For this recipe, I'm going to be using a large cast iron skillet. You can use a regular stainless steel or a clay pot, but cast iron enhances the flavor of the beef. Coming to the ingredients, we're going to take 2 medium-sized onions, finely sliced, bunch of curry leaves, around 30 to 40 shallots, you can say around a cup, 3 to 4 green chilies, and finely sliced coconut. 1 tomato chopped into small pieces, 4 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste. We have here 3 pounds of fresh cut beef. To this I'm adding tomatoes, half of the ginger garlic paste and the shallots. You can replace shallots with onions. And remember, shallots and tomatoes are always optional. To this I'm also adding the chilies and some curry leaf. Now the dry ingredients: 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 teaspoons salt, and I also have homemade garam masala powder that I'm going to add to it, around half teaspoon of garam masala powder. So we're going to mix all these ingredients together. Tomato and shallots are to add a little bit more of thickness to the gravy by itself. It changes the flavor a little bit, but it's completely optional. It's your personal preference to add tomatoes. Shallots, of course, definitely enhances the flavor. We have mixed everything together now. Let's keep it on the stove and let's get it cooking. So remember, we are not adding any water to this. I'm going to close it with the lid and I'm going to put it on the stove. I gave it 2 whistles on medium. Now the pressure is done. You're opening the cooker. Check if the meat is cooked. See, the meat by itself leaves a lot of water. So this is the reason I mentioned that you don't need to add any water to cook it. Now comes the interesting part of using cast iron. The cast iron is hot. To this I have added 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. When it's hot, add curry leaves and sliced coconut. Mix it well. When the coconut is slightly brown, add the onions. Saute the onions until it's all translucent. The onions are ready. Now let's add the ginger garlic paste and mix it all together. I always use homemade ginger garlic paste because it tastes much better than the store-bought paste and no preservatives at all, and it's really easy to make and store it in the fridge, and it stays for up to 2 to 3 weeks. Now to this I'm going to add the cooked meat. I'm not adding all the water that was left in the cooker from the meat that we cooked. I'm going to dry fry it once, and then slowly I'm going to add the water little by little. So in this way we are not cooking the meat again. Instead, we are letting the meat absorb all the flavors, all the masala that we added in the cooker. So I'm adding little by little until everything is used. Slowly, all the flavor is getting into the meat. Isn't it mouth-watering? If you want to use it as a gravy with this consistency, especially when you have chapathi, porotta, or kappa, you can stop frying it further and then you can use it. But if you wanted it a little bit more dry, semi-gravy consistency, then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of powdered fennel seed. Fennel seed, also called as perinjeeragam, along with powdered black pepper. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of powdered black pepper here. This really enhances the flavor and it's going to taste delicious. This is the typical Kerala style beef olathiyadh. I'm going to mix it all together. Now you'll see the color also changes. You can see these kind of beef in the local kalli shop or the toddy shop in Kerala. This is kind of a very popular item that you get. Now coming to our last step. In a small pan, add 1 tablespoon coconut oil. To that, add around 2 teaspoons of mustard seed. When the mustard seed starts to splutter, add the sliced coconut, saute it, and to this add some curry leaves. So this is like the tadka that we use for dal, the dal tadka that we make, right? So the coconut oil by itself gives a lot of flavor. It increases the taste of any item according to me, and if especially you add it as a last step to non-veg, it really increases the flavor. Now let's add it to our beef. And now we can mix it all together. Yummy Kerala special beef is ready. Enjoy it with kappa, the best, or with porotta, Malabar Kerala style porotta. Hope you like the video. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Get dazed in flavor.